It's been more than 2 years since Apple released the iPhone 13, and during this time this device has been very popular and successful. Despite the launch of the iPhone 15, Apple still continues to sell the 13 and now at $600. In this video I am going to tell you if the iPhone 13 is still worth buying and using in 2024. When it comes to the build quality, this device is still very premium. As you know, it is made of glass and aluminum and it feels amazing in the hand. The glass on the back isn't matte like the newer models, and if you get a darker color, it will show fingerprints. The starlight color on the back is very good for hiding them. The matte frame on the other hand doesn't show fingerprints at all, and I really like this finish. During this time, I used this device on and off, and as you can see it is still in pristine condition. I used it mostly with a case and I think it is holding up really well. The iPhone 13 is also IP68 dust and water resistant. When it comes to the display, the iPhone 13 feels slightly outdated because it has the notch, and after getting used with the dynamic island the notch doesn't feel as modern to me. That aside, the display of the iPhone 13 is still great. It is a 6.1-inch panel with a resolution in between Full HD and Quad HD, and it has OLED technology. It does also get very bright outside even in direct sunlight. The only thing that is missing from this display is the Pro Motion, and even with that missing feature I am kind of okay since iOS here is very smooth. Sure, when I compare it with a 120Hz iPhone it isn't as smooth, but when comparing it with a 60Hz Android device it is much smoother. So overall I don't find it that annoying, the missing high refresh rate. My iPhone 13, just like every other iPhone, runs iOS 17 perfectly. For longevity this phone is amazing since it will be supported for at least 3 more years. This phone is powered by the Apple A15 Bionic chip, which is still very powerful. This chip is so good that Apple decided to use it even on the iPhone 14. Sure, the 14 has an extra core, but in most cases, there is almost no difference at all, and the 13 just like the 14 are some of the most powerful devices in the market. Also, the storage of this phone is plenty enough since it starts at 128GB and it can go up to 512GB. My only gripe is the RAM, since it only has 4GB and it can't keep many apps open in the background even with Apple's optimization. The iPhone 13 comes with dual cameras on the back. A main and an ultra-wide lens. In daylight both of them are great and produce incredible results. Pictures taken with these cameras are sharp with excellent dynamic range. Even in low light with night mode these cameras have never disappointed me. It doesn't have a telephoto sensor, but for a regular user the main and the ultra-wide camera are more than enough. The selfie camera is also very good and it takes good images with plenty of details, but sometimes it overexposes the background and I don't really like how it utilizes the night mode. When it comes to the videos, the iPhone 13 is still fantastic. Although it can't record at 8K, I firmly believe that in 4K it does a better job than most of the Android flagships released in 2023. Another great thing about the iPhone 13 is its audio quality. Just like many iPhones before, the 13 has also stereo speakers. Sound from these speakers is loud and clear, but of course Pro Max iPhones are louder. So, what about battery? Well, I am happy to report that the iPhone 13 still has a great battery life. In the first year it never drained the battery within a day, and in some cases when I used it less it even got me through a day and a half. This last year however the battery life is a bit weaker, but it still lasts me almost a full day. Charging is also very fast, up to 80%, then it slows down quite a bit to the point that it becomes annoying till it reaches 100%. Wireless charging and MagSafe are also present, but truly speaking, I don't take advantage of any of them. They are nice features to have for people that use them, but for me they aren't as important. When it comes to security, I think by now everyone knows that Face ID is amazing and it works 100%. I never had any troubles with Face ID, and even though I am wearing glasses now, Face ID works all the time. So what are my final thoughts, and is the iPhone 13 still worth buying in 2024? The answer is yes. Since the launch of the iPhone 15 the price of the iPhone 13 went down from $700 to $600, and for this price I think the iPhone 13 is a great value for money. With this device you have a premium build quality, a great display, a powerful chip, reliable cameras and a battery life that will get you through a day. If you look further however in the used market you can find the iPhone 13 for around $500, which makes it an even better value for money. If you are wondering whether to buy the 13 or the 14, I would say just get the 13 since the differences are minimal. If you are an owner of this device, let me know your experience in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, a thumbs up would be appreciated.